But since we're at it, let me show you exactly what I'm doing to study. It's no magic, there's no science behind it. It's just kind of things that I make up on the go. I know that active recall is better than passive studying, so instead of just reading lectures, it's best to just test myself, do flashcards, do practice questions, because that makes my mind dig deeper and pull information up to the forefront, and therefore it proves to me that I understand the material and it keeps it fresh. And so that's what I've been doing. Instead of going through all my lectures, I just go on Osmosis, which is a website that teaches you certain topics in medicine. I go by category and I select the topics that I want to refresh in my mind. And so let me show you, I'll show you through the phone on my laptop the process that I go through. All right, so I am comfortable here, and what I am seeing on my screen, or what you're seeing on my screen, is ANKI. And so for ANKI, I have flashcards for Unit 1, which encompasses cardiology, pulmonary, renal, and the practical. And so I always go through my renal flashcards every day since we're in renal. And click here, breakdown. So there's leukemia, anatomy, and so on. And so there's just a few kind of left over that are new. And then there's pulmonary as well, not too many. And so that's what my ANKI flashcards look like. So right now, what I'm trying to do, since my anatomy exam is on Tuesday, I want to go over some of the anatomy. I'm not going to go over all of it because there's too many flashcards and anatomy isn't as high yield, but I'm going to go through things that I feel will be on the exam. So certain radiology, because radiology has a big part of it and anatomy has a big part of it, but there's also histology, pathology. So just kind of at least keeping my mind fresh on those topics. That way, when I see it on the exam, I'll have a greater chance of recalling it. I'm not going for perfection, but I'm going for the ability to recognize the answer. And so I know that probably won't get the best mark, but I'm trying to increase my chances of passing, which is more than enough for me right now. And so that's what I do on ANKI. So I'm going to close that. And then the next thing I do is I'll go straight into Osmosis, which is this website, and it has a lot of great videos. For example, renal, it shows different parts of the system and has different categories, so you can watch the videos. But right now what I'm doing is I'll go to either flashcards or questions. For exams, I mostly do questions. However, I am doing some flashcards to brush up on certain details, and I'll click step 1 in classes, and then here it are all the categories that I can select. And so I'll go down to renal and resp. Well, I won't do both of them too much at the same time because it's a lot of stuff. Let's say I'll click renal, and then I want to brush up on my pathology, and my nephritic and nephrotic syndromes aren't too good, so I'll click that, and then I can select either all of them or just some depending on how much time I have. And so if I want all of them, I can select here and then build the quiz. Now, I have done this before and it shows me all the questions that I got wrong. If I want to redo them, I can just select all of them and then start my quiz, and here are the questions and the options. And if I get one right or wrong, let's say just click that for fun, it'll tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, and it'll explain and give me the exact definition and explanation or reasoning for why the answer is what it is. And so that's a simple view into what I do right now. That's what I am doing on a daily basis, is just doing flashcards and questions. Sometimes if I feel like I need clarification from a lecture, then I'll go back to the lecture and look at that. But for most of it, I'm just practicing, so that way I develop pattern recognition of certain scenarios. And when I see that on the exam, I'll recognize the pattern and be able to answer the question appropriately. So yeah, that's all I do. I hope me showing you guys how I study helps you and is beneficial to you, just even if it's just a little bit, just so that you get ideas of what you can do for when you study and prepare for your exams. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning and it is exam day for the practical. I'm here looking at the PowerPoints, and I did some flashcards already, just kind of freshening up for the test. And Kika's here as well, somewhere. There's Kika. Okay, go back to bed. So I'm just looking at these slides to just remind myself of some of the things that are important. The one thing I'm super grateful for is that it's multiple choice and that the answer's in front of me. And most of the time I'm able to narrow down the options to two and then guess from there. But yeah, I'm glad that the exam is today and get this over with and focus on just the written, because then that's on Friday. Anyways, there's not much magic to it. I was just looking at notes like I've done before. Just wanted to update you guys on what exactly I'm doing. It's not anything special. No cool desk setup, just a couch, just laptop on my legs, and that's all I'm doing. All right, so the test starts between 11 and 11:30. That's when they're going to open it up. It takes about, I think we have an hour and 50 minutes to complete it. So until then, I'm going to be reviewing notes, having breakfast, and then I'll start the test. It's Thursday, May 21st, the day before my final exam for my first year of medical school. I'm excited, a little nervous, but honestly, I'm over it. It's almost summer. One more day until I get a break. And from September till now, it feels like it's been nonstop, with occasional moments where you can take a breather during holidays and certain weekends. And like I've mentioned before earlier in this video, like I'm drained and I haven't really been studying to the capacity that I can. Like a couple of weeks ago, I was posting videos about productivity and whatnot, and I don't know what happened, but I feel like this whole pandemic situation, just studying so much, just hit me, and I was like, you know what? I just need to relax a little bit. I need to take myself a little bit less seriously, because I'm stressing myself out with trying to be so productive. I don't think I was in the right mindset, or I wasn't applying some of the tips that I gave, and so it caused me to be more stressed out and not really enjoy the process. And I think one thing I want to work on myself is the ability to enjoy the process and be present in the things that I do. And if studying becomes mundane, boring, and really irritating, then that's not good, because that is not the ideal mindset to be studying. What I'm doing now is I'm still just doing my practice questions on Osmosis, and I'm writing down things that I didn't know before. I still feel pretty good. I got some questions wrong, I get some of them right, and I think the exam will have a good mixture of questions where I feel pretty comfortable in getting the grade that I need, the grade that I want. And I'm not going to stress out about it because it's the day before. Might as well relax a little bit, because tomorrow morning will be intense. It could be stressful during the exam, but after that 2-hour period, I'll be free, I'll be excited and full of energy. Right now I'm just going out for a walk, decided to shoot this video. This is just an update of really the final exams week, so you guys know what I'm doing. And I decided not to film me studying as much because it's kind of boring. It's just me sitting on a couch, a bed, looking at a screen. It's not very interactive, so I think it's better if I update you guys. So let me know what you prefer. Do you prefer to see how I study? Do you want me to talk about certain things, or you just want these updates? I'm still like I've been vlogging since September, but I'm still trying to figure out what works best, what I like to do, what you guys like to see, and I really grow from the feedback you give me. So comment down below or send me an Instagram DM what do you think so I can improve. This YouTube channel is about helping people get into medical school, improving their grades, improving them in their personal growth. Like, this is about you, the viewer, and I want to help you. And so I love to hear feedback. I love to hear success stories. And yeah, that's the goal. One more thing, I have been contacted by about 4 or 5 people that got accepted into medical school, and all of them have been watching the vlogs. So congratulations, officially here on YouTube. I'm super proud of you guys. I know there will be more. There's still more on the wait list. Some of you I've worked on a Zoom call, we talked and I was able to answer some of your questions. Others, it was via email, or you guys watch my YouTube videos. And so it feels amazing to be able to hear the feedback from you guys in terms of you watched my videos, you applied it, you got accepted. Now, I don't want to take all the credit or any of the credit. Like, you guys put the work in. That's why, like, I'm proud of you, because you watched the video, you got some ideas, but ultimately you thought about your life story, you answered the questions, and you got results. So again, to those who got accepted, congrats. I'll see you guys in September. For those of you who did not get accepted this year, I mean, there's still a chance. By the time this video goes up, I'm sure there's still an opportunity for you guys to get accepted if you're on a wait list. For those of you who did not get accepted, don't lose hope. Watch my most recent video that tries to encourage you to reflect on your experience and grow, improve your application, and just keep moving forward. If this is something you really want, don't give up. It's normal. A lot of people apply to medical school multiple times. I don't want you to feel like you weren't good enough or that you didn't accomplish what you set out to do. It's completely normal. It's part of the process. I didn't get in on my first time. It took me 2 years. I have a friend who took 4 years, and so it is okay. I just wanted to say that. Now I'm gonna go back inside and answer some questions, do some flashcards, you know the drill, because tomorrow is the exam and I have to put in some more effort before I can say I'm ready. Okay, so I'll see you guys most likely before the exam or after the exam. Anyways, see you later. And that's it. I just finished my test, my final exam for my first year of medical school. And let me tell you, it feels good right now, but the multiple choice section was extremely difficult. The content was challenging, the wording was challenging. But on top of that, we were told we're supposed to have 2 hours and 15 minutes, I think, and we were only given an hour and 50. And so I didn't notice this. I felt rushed during the entire exam. But once I jumped on the Facebook chat of our class, people were complaining about the lack of time. And so on top of like the difficulty aspect of it, we were rushed. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But I wanted to finish this exam strong. You know, I've studied like every day, the entire school year. Like, I don't take days off. These last couple of days were difficult to like find motivation. But yeah, I wanted to finish strong, but man, that exam like was a complete roadblock. It did not feel good at all. Like, I'm glad I'm done, but it was challenging. CDMQ was better, but it was normal, I guess, a normal exam. But yeah, I'm done, and you guys know what time it is, right? What time is it? Summertime. It's our vacation. That's right, it is summertime, and so I'm glad that I finished this exam, and now I have a little bit of summer to enjoy and other things to focus on. I hope you guys are doing great. Again, if you're new to this channel, subscribe, leave a comment, hit like, invite your friends, share this video. I love you guys. I will try to think of some things of video content ideas that I can put out there during the summer to not just leave this channel hanging, leave you guys hanging. I will be thinking of ideas. But if you have any questions, comment them down below so that I can answer them either in the comments or in a video format like this. Send me a DM. I love hearing from you guys. God bless. Take care. Have a fun summer.